The storm outside had nothing on the chaos that erupted within the guest suite. One moment, the room was a hushed sanctuary of velvet and concern. The next, it was a war zone. Gawin's eyes snapped open, not with the haze of concussion, but with the sharp, crystalline terror of a prey animal cornered in a trap. He found himself wrapped in warmth, but instead of comfort, he felt the suffocating grip of a nightmare. A scream, raw and guttural, tore from his throat, shattering the silence and jolting Joss from his vigil. Hazel was there in an instant, her voice a soft melody trying to cut through the panic, but Gawin was deaf to her pleas. His eyes were locked on Joss, wide with a hatred so profound it burned. He scrambled backward against the headboard, hyperventilating, his fingers clawing at the sheets, as if trying to dig a trench between himself and the man standing by the bed. Joss took a tentative step forward, his usual composure fractured by confusion, only to be stopped by a hysterical command to stay away. It wasn't just fear, it was recognition. Joss froze as Gawin recoiled, realizing the boy's gaze was tracing the sharp lines of his jaw and the set of his brow, equating them with some monstrous figure from a hidden past. This wasn't the delirium of a crash victim. Gawin looked at Joss and saw a jailer, a captor. For the first time, the ruthless lawyer felt a chill that had nothing to do with the weather. He was being mistaken for the architect of this boy's trauma. Before Joss could bridge the gap, Hazel moved with clinical precision, the glint of a needle flashing under the lamp. As the sedative dragged Gawin back into the darkness, another kind of tension brewed across the city. In a smoke-filled study, Tony swirled his drink, the amber liquid trembling from the fear in his hand. The ghosts of 18 years ago were no longer whispering. They were screaming. Tony knew his money was a formidable shield, but Joss Ware was a siege engine. He couldn't wait for the axe to fall. He needed a plan, something ruthless and final to silence the past before it could speak. He began plotting a strike to bury the truth forever, completely unaware that the living, breathing key to his destruction was currently sleeping under the protection of the very enemy he sought to destroy.